Hello, my friends. Today I'd like to do a reading on Meghan Markle and Amber Heard. We know from people such as H.G. Tudor and the wonderful content that he provides us with that both of these ladies are narcissists. But I want to ask the cards specifically about what traits they share. I think we can all probably make a good guess on it, but it would just be really interesting to see what the cards tell us about how very similar they are in their traits. So what I want from them are just collectively, these two ladies, what they share. So I won't be doing Meghan Markle and Amber Heard. This will just be a joint reading on how the traits that they have are the same and which ones they are. So let's just see what the cards will tell us. I'm using the Deviant Moon Tarot. This is a new deck for me. Some people find it very creepy. I rather like it. I love the imagery. But these ladies, oh, they are very deviant, and we've got some moon energy, deception. So I think it's perfect for these two. So Deviant Moon Tarot, and it's by Patrick Valenza, yes. So let's have a little go. It's the first reading I've done with these. So let's see how they want to describe the traits that these two ladies share. Oh, that one's popping out already. It's a bit too early. So I have already shuffled, but we'll give it a go again. And I'm just going to let the cards fall, and we'll see what falls for both of them. Every card will just sum up the two ladies as a pair. Oh, come on, I'm going to go for that. World. Let's start off with this. So remember, I'm not saying, oh, this is Meghan Markle and this is Amber Heard. This is what they share between them. The world. Well, the world is watching, definitely. The world has their eyes on these two women at different stages. I mean, sometimes it's going to be more Amber Heard when she's in court, and then other times it's going to be more on Meghan Markle, but definitely the eyes of the world are on, or have been on, these two women, and don't they love it? Look at this mermaid figure in the middle. She knows that you're looking at her. She's very happy in the spotlight here. They love it. Doesn't matter if it's good publicity or bad publicity. They're happy as long as you're talking about them, as long as you're taking photographs of them, as long as they're in the media, they are happy. And then we have the Emperor in reverse. I see this as their husbands. You've got obviously Harry and ex Johnny Depp. They show little sympathy for their husbands. I think they try and emasculate them. They share this common trait. Now, these are my interpretations. This is just for fun. I've never used these cards before. So, you know, let's just have some fun with this. The Emperor in reverse. Yeah, they seem to get off on demasculating their man. They seem to both like to belittle their partners, belittle their man. They don't seem to have any emotional empathy for their partner at all. It's all their emotional empathy is for them, and so hence the lovers in reverse. These two women, they can't have loving relationships because the only important person to them in a partnership, in a relationship, is themselves. You know, they don't give. It's all take, and that does not make for a good relationship. Neither of these two women can hold down a marriage, can hold down a loving relationship, because they put their own feelings first. They belittle their husbands. They want the spotlight on them. So that's pretty telling for a first base. Let's see what else the cards want to tell us. Remember, I'm only looking at shared characteristics here, the things that they share. I'm sure there are many ways in which they're different, but we're not really interested in that. I want to know all those little similarities that they have. I also see this emperor, the way both of their husbands deteriorated. Harry is still deteriorating, but how Johnny Depp, if you looked at Johnny Depp, you know, the weight gain and the obvious, he just looked a broken man. And now he's starting to come back to life again. But these women, it's like incubus, succubus. They seem to drain the life out of their men, demasculize them, and you know, just they deteriorate mentally and physically. So I think that's my opinion, and that's what I'm reading from the cards. So let's see what else we've got here. So as I say, this very new cards for me. They only arrived this morning, and I've been walking around with them and trying to get to know them. So just interesting to see what energy they provide on their very first outing. Okay, we've got a few flippers here. Let's have a look. What have we got here? King of Pentacles, King of Wands, and Temperance. Temperance in reverse is, it's devil energy. Yes, well, they both have that, definitely. There's nothing that Temperance could never be that way up with both of these ladies. You know, they aren't. They aren't the soothing balm in any situation. They aren't the voices of reason, voices of calm. No, they are Temperance in reverse, devil energy. Absolutely. And then we have the King of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. He's a passionate king. He's in reverse. And we've got the King of Pentacles upright. So let's deal with the King of Wands. So a passionate man who gets pushed too far, I would say, in this. I think that they both, with their husbands, they both push them to the point of snapping. Now, whether that is snapping and having a near nervous breakdown, as with Harry, which I think he's on the edge of that sort of insanity, edge of just burn, and you know, that passion is just turned inwards and eating him up. Whether it's that or whether it's Johnny Depp, who turned outwards and kicked cabinets and smashed up a room, you know, it's just that that fire inside that erupts because of the way that these two women are. They've caused their partners to combust, basically, and that's the way I see the King of Wands. Harry is combusting on the inside. You can just see it in every part of him, in his face, in the way he is. He's about to explode within himself, some kind of mental breakdown, totally. And with Johnny Depp, well, he combusted outwardly, and you know, attacked furniture and kicked things because of the frustration of his woman. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Both wanted so much for the money and would do anything for the money, and they were only successful because they married or they had relationships with Kings of Pentacles, and their whole relationships were built on marrying or dating men with money, and that's all they want. They never went into any relationship as a love match. That was never ever on the cards. Both of these women, all they wanted was a King of Pentacles, because they aren't feminists, they aren't self-made women. They make their money on the back of the King of Pentacles. So I'm gonna wind this up now. We're just going to see what else we get. So I might go for the heart of the matter on these two women. On the heart of the matter. What do they share deep in their soul? The characteristics. Many things they don't share, of course, you know, they're two individuals, but I'm just looking at that energy that they have that is so similar. So I'm going to go right into the center of the deck when it feels right. What we can get. Okay, go. Let's go there. Okay. We'll put that on that side, and we'll have that on that side. Yeah. Well, okay, we've got the Five of Swords. I love the way this character pokes his tongue out. This is winning at any cost. You have to have the final say. You have to have the last word. You have to be right. You're never wrong. This is winning an argument, and it doesn't matter what the cost is. Not knowing, I think in life, you should know what are the important battles in life and what are the not so important, and don't sweat the small stuff. These women, neither of them can do that. They are butting heads the whole time. Any little disagreement, any argument, they're in there and they have to win. And his little tongue poking out this figure, I won, I got the better of you. And that's typical Markle and Herd energy there, winning at any cost. And then this is another interesting one here. We've got the Four of Cups in reverse. Four of Cups, I can't be bothered. You don't interest me. Oh, you're only giving me this. You're only giving me that. Oh, it's not worth getting out of bed for less than $1 million. That kind of attitude. Don't bother me with that. I'm worth more than that. Now, I think both of these ladies are regretting some of their life decisions. And they're thinking, oh my God, if only I had that chance again, I would not have done that. I would not have done that like that, because it's cost me dear. It's cost me very dear. So I think that they both regret some of their decisions. Not all of them, because, it's very hard to get a narcissist to admit they were wrong. I don't think they do admit they were wrong, but I think that if they had their time again, they'd choose to do something a little bit different. So this one, look how self-satisfied she is, how smug she is. I don't normally get that from the World card, but I kind of get that feeling with this, sort of going into this more, that it's, oh, I've done so well. I've achieved everything I wanted because I pulled myself up by my bootstraps. I was working at, when I was a young teenager, I was working. Now, it's probably all fantasy. I don't know how much of that's reality, but that's the fairy story that, and mermaids are fairy tale creatures, aren't they? And this is the fairy story that, oh, I was working as a child so hard, and I was standing up for people's pain and goodness knows what. And this is my world. This is my life, and I've worked so hard from being a child. And all they've really done is been involved with men, kings of pentacles, and basically ruined them, been terrible to these men, and caused these men to have total breakdowns, either internally or externally, explode, and the lovers are in reverse because they can't hold down good solid relationships, because it's all me, I want. Devil in reverse, and will win at any cost, anything they can do to get the final word and poke their tongues out. But they know deep down inside that some of the choices that they've made, I think an awful lot of the choices that they made, they shouldn't have done. And given the chance to turn back the clock, they would have done things differently. So just a little bit of fun here. My very first reading with these Deviant Moon Tarot. Just the little traits that these two women share. I hope you enjoyed it. I think that worked out quite well. And when I get a little bit more familiar with these cards, I'll bring them out again, and we'll have another go at something else. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.